They could not believe this about you. They couldn't believe when they heard you sing. Some of you got amazing, beautiful voices. And when this person heard you sing, they were shocked. They were thinking to themselves, like, I've known you for this long and you had that voice all that time. Or for some of you, you may have just been walking past someone on the street. Or maybe I'm thinking, I don't know why I'm seeing like Sister Act 2 in my mind's eye. You know, when Lauryn Hill starts singing and everyone's shocked. I believe that this could be people that you knew at school and there was some type of concert or something of that sort and you started to sing and they were like, what? You can sing? You know, but whoever these people are, they couldn't believe that you can sing. And I'm also picking up for some of you, people cannot believe how intelligent you are, how book smart you are. And you may look younger than your actual age, but the knowledge and the wisdom that comes from you is literally something that people did not expect. Maybe you could be quite shy, but I'm hearing some people may feel like you're a walking encyclopedia. You know what, to be honest, when I was younger, right, story time, I wanted to read all the encyclopedias in my home. My granddad bought us a bookshelf of all these, it was called Childcraft, of all these books, and it had a section with all these encyclopedias. This is way before the internet. And to be honest with you, we wasn't even allowed to touch the books. We had to wait till he went out to actually read the books. That's weird, isn't it? Because the bookshelf with all these books that comes as a package costs about £1,000. But that's when my love of, you know, I've always loved reading anyway. But I feel like you are highly intelligent. You may like to read philosophy. I'm also picking up some of you could be like a teacher or a lecturer in a university. And because you look young for your age, some students may mistaken you for a student. So say for instance, you are in your mid-30s, you could look like your early 20s. Say for instance, your mid-40s, you could look like your mid-30s. It's something like that. So people can't believe your age is what I'm picking up. This is a bit risque. When I saw it, I was like, nah. Some people may not be able to believe, or they can't believe, you know, if you've been intimate with someone, right? They can't believe how wild you are. Put it that way. They can't believe how wild you are behind closed doors. They can't believe your body. So maybe you've been intimate with someone and, you know, they've seen you and they're like, wow, like they admired your body, you know, before, but there's something about the strength of your body. Or I feel for some of you, if you have not been intimate with someone, you wore a specific outfit, a dress, maybe trousers and a top, and people were in awe of your body because maybe you like to wear baggy clothes. Maybe you like to hide your body, is what I'm picking up. Some people couldn't believe, or they can't believe that you drive that car. There's something about a car or a home. Maybe someone's come to visit your home and they're like, wow, house is banging. You know, there's something about maybe a flat, a home, and some people can't believe, or they couldn't believe that you were a mother, is what I'm picking up. Or that you and your mother get on, or that your mother looks young. There's something about your mother being very vibrant. Your mother looks young and your mother's very active, and they can't believe this. They can't believe that you are down to earth. Maybe people may have felt like because of the way you look, you would be vain, you would be conceited, but you're very humble. You may have like a cute laugh. You may be very warm, jovial, open, and people can't believe that despite the way that you look. Like people may have assumptions about you, but they may feel like, oh, they're actually a kind-hearted soul. There's something also about, for some of you, you may, I'm seeing the King of Swords now, like, watch out now, right? But maybe you may have been talking to someone or flirting with someone or something of that sort, and people can't believe that you and this person are, you and this person have chemistry, you and this person may like each other, and people can't believe it. And it could be some type of gossip at work, like, okay, I would have put them two together. There's something about that, like maybe people are thinking, oh, that's his type or that's her type. But yeah, people can sense the chemistry, and people can't believe that you and this person are looking a little bit more than just friends, I should say. But nothing's denied and nothing's confirmed, but people can't believe, people won't ask you, but people are thinking, okay, I think something's going on here, or there's definitely some type of chemistry, is what I'm picking up. People can't believe that you are generally a nice person. Whoever these people are, they could be surrounded by very unhappy people. I'm not saying we don't get unhappy, but you are a very jovial person. You are a genuine person, very positive. And, you know, we may not be positive all the time, but you generally have a heart of gold, and people can't believe it, because I don't really feel like some people that you are around a lot of high vibrational people like yourself. So your energy could be very distinct, and I'm hearing strange to some people. Like they may have felt like, oh, there's a hidden agenda, but they're not always like that. So they could try and find out a darker side to you. Like, I bet you they are pretending, but when they see that how you interact with other people, they realize that's just your genuine energy, and people can't believe it. And it says more about them, you know, because some people like to stay on a low vibration and just, you know, they like to just complain and moan, and but you just seem to be, in their view, happy all the time. And some people may feel like, don't they ever get sad? And it's not like you don't get sad, but you choose to focus on more positive attributes and solutions, as opposed to what you can't change. And this shifts your energy, this shifts your vibration, and this shifts your frequency, as well as focusing on hobbies and things that make you happy. Maybe you like listening to music and it raises your vibration. Maybe you do hobbies, maybe you have a skill, a talent, a job that you like, is what I'm picking up. And people can't believe this, like you're able to just stay in this vibration. Like I said, it's not all the time, but it's like, I think I've come across a genuine soul, you know. And again, some people may feel like there is a hidden agenda with you, you're pretending to be this way, but they're wrong, you know, because any traps they may have tried to find or set, any traps they may have tried to set you up with, or if they've tried to catch you out in you know, it normally doesn't work, because it's like, okay, and if they see you feeling a bit down, it's a big thing, because generally people see you as happy-go-lucky, positive, don't hurt a soul, mind your own business. So if you are feeling sad or down, then people know that, okay, something's wrong, or someone's done something to them, because you're seen as a person that does not go out of your way to hurt or disrespect any other person. But people just feel, I'm picking up that, I can't believe this person is such a nice person. I've never met a person so genuine before. You know, I'm also here so talented. People comment on your body, especially your thighs and your calves and your arms, and how energetic you are. So people can't believe how energetic you are. You're a powerhouse, and they find you to be exhilarating. They find you to be a breath of fresh air. But for some people, they may feel like, oh, you're putting them to shame, because you're just go, 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 go. And it's making them feel like, I'm not as ambitious, or I'm not as, you know, resilient, or I'm not as hardworking as them. People can't believe how hardworking you are. People can't believe that you're always on the go. So you could be a person that travels a lot, and you could be a person that works out. You may go to the gym. Some of you are in a track team. Some of you do athletics for a hobby. Some of you are in an actual team. And people just feel like you are spectacular. You are amazing, you're the star of the show, and people can't believe what they're witnessing. So maybe you can run, maybe your speed is just like, wow, this is the next Olympian. There's something about your quality of athleticism. Getting tongue tied. There's something about the quality of how you do what you do best, right? This, you're the standard. You're seen as like fresh energy, someone that's gonna take whatever sport that you do to the top, and people can't believe that you have this talent, and you're so humble, you're so down to earth, and you just make it look effortless. And it's like, how do they do it? Like, oh, what, like, wow, like people just feel like they're in the presence of greatness. This is what people can't believe. They feel like they're in the presence of greatness. People may also feel as if, what they can't believe about you is that how zen you are. Like you just got this presence about you that makes people feel like everything's gonna be all right. And you could have like a low tone, and it's like you are very spiritual, or some of you could be religious, but people, they can't believe how in tune you are with spirit, with God. And I don't know if they'll use those words, but people feel like you have a lot of wisdom, you have a lot of magic. And I wouldn't even necessarily say magic, it's more of you have that sense of inner peace, and your energy makes other people feel at peace. And if people tell you their problems, you have this way about you where you understand and you genuinely care. So many people may come to you for your wise counsel because they just know that you're going to get it. You're going to understand on a soul level. They don't even have to explain, and they may choose to share deep, dark emotions with you, and they just know that you can handle those emotions. They may show sides to you that they can't show to other people, but they just know that you can handle it. You get it. And your words are like words that soothe the soul. It's like you say the right words, and people can't believe that they have exposed themselves to you in such a way, exposed a side to you in such a way, and you were able to heal them in that moment. Not to say you heal them entirely, but they needed to tell someone something that was heavy, that was a burden, and you were there with the right words, right? People can't believe that you have that way about you to make them open up. And you are very playful, you are very positive and extremely popular. And I feel like people can't believe that in some cases you are their friend, because people do look at you as somebody that maybe when they were growing up in high school or something of that sort, they didn't think that they will ever be able to be friends with someone like you. So people view you as like the popular guy, or the popular girl, or the popular woman. Please take what resonates. People just assume that, or maybe you were popular and you're carrying this energy forth until adulthood, and you possibly were like, no, I was outside, I was bullied, or whatever the case is. But people can't believe that could be a thing, right? People can't believe that maybe you were not that popular when you were younger. People can't believe that you genuinely, for some of you, like your own space, because people just assume that you live this eccentric life where you're always out, you're raving, you've got this big group of friends. And you might say, to be honest with you, I just like staying indoors, or I like my own company. I do go out, but I go out alone. I take myself out to the library, I go to restaurants, I go to Costa Coffee, I go to the beach by myself, I read a book. Like, people are shocked that you may go to art galleries or concerts by yourself. Please say what resonates, right? If they got flower shows, if that's a thing. Or I feel like you have an energy that makes people feel like you're very popular, you're in demand, and etc. And when they find out that it's not true, they can't believe this, because you have this lively, electric type energy where a lot of people want to be your friend. A lot of people want to network with you, and people also can't believe that you are hard to access. People can't believe that you are a sensation. Some of you are on social media and you're killing it, straight up and down, killing it. But on the real, like, people can't believe that you are extremely successful, because maybe you kept this side about your life, very private. It doesn't have to be on social media. It could be in a group, club, organization, or some type of industry, network. There's some type of industry that you could belong to, or you could be doing something that a lot of people are doing. How can I put this? Say you belong to a group, or say you have your own group, club, or organization, and it's very, very established. But say, for instance, you open up a club, and then because of the success of that club, you open up a franchise, but you do not broadcast this. And say, for instance, you've got a friend and their niece or their nephew joins this club, but they don't know that you're the owner. It's that type of energy. Doesn't have to be the same thing, but you are very successful in your chosen field. You're very well respected in whatever industry that you are in, but you're low key about it. So when people find out, or if people have found out, it's like, what? Because some people may feel like, if I had that level of success, I'll be telling everyone, I'll be, getting into certain clubs and spaces and mingling with certain people, but you're not like that. And people can't believe this about you. People can't believe that you're humble. That's what it is. You're a big deal, right? You could be a person that has many medals, many trophies. You're very acclaimed, well sought after. You're celebrated, and whatever you do, whatever you put out there, you're straight up and down killing it, right? But at the same time, you do not brag, you do not boast. To you, it's about, and that's my thing as well, guys. Like, I feel like when I pray, I always mention to God, please let me stay humble, because I don't, this is one pet peeve for me. Like, I don't like people that think they're better than other people. I've always had that way about me ever since I was young. And I've seen the way certain people treat other people because of their status, because of their job, because of how much money they have. And maybe because I've been on the other end of that, growing up and stuff like that. And I've always, and even, I've always had it in my heart. I'm not perfect, guys, trust me, yeah, but I'm just saying in general. I've always had it in my heart, like, I wouldn't want someone to feel less than.